Morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609. It's 11:07 a.m. It's 56 degrees in Central Texas, USA. I'm just leaving Marble Falls, Texas, the Walmart in Marble Falls, Texas, because I was looking for a pair of shoes. I tried Dr. Scholl's and Dr. somebody else and Nurse this and Dr. that and came out with nothing. Why? Because the old adage, you get what you pay for, is probably almost true, maybe, I'm not sure. But I have to say this, if you just need a pair of shoes to, I don't know, they're cheap, okay? They're cheap in price and they're cheap in quality, but then that's all I can say. So my quest for another pair of shoes to walk around in and do stuff has ended today. I'll continue with my Crocs and my Merrells only like I have for the past 2 years. It was just a little thought, and that's how we end up acquiring a lot of stuff. And our little RVs end up full of garbage, like 20 pairs of shoes and 30 shirts and 40 pair of pants and all that stuff. So anyway, for this Christmas, Rusty's not going to do that. But it is a beautiful day in Central Texas. Look at that beautiful blue sky. We're on Highway 281 going north, and this Prius is pulling right out in front of me, and I don't know why. Okay. And I got a sneeze. That is a sneeze, ladies and gentlemen, and that is caused by hill country cedar. In Texas, we have cedar, and every now and then it puts off some pollen, and I don't know that we're in that time of the year, but it's a little bit in the air, and it makes me sneeze, obviously. That was a good sneeze, though. You have to give me credit for that. So what else? I got some comments about this is a potpourri video. There's going to be all kinds of stuff in it, and if you happen to watch it, you may get a question answered, or you may generate a question. But anyway, on the Verizon Jetpack YouTube video I did related to the unlimited plan, several people have asked me what type of jetpack I have. Even though I mentioned it in the video, I will mention it again. The jetpack that I have is a 7730L made by Novatel. I got mine from eBay for 88 bucks. You can buy one at Verizon for $199. As far as I know, they have no discounts, and that's enough said about that. And I've had several people suggest different things for videos, so that tells me that apparently y'all want me to do something else. But anyway, I'm doing this for a hobby and having fun, and that's about it. So enough said about that. But I did get my walking done this morning. I went into a large grocery store here in Central Texas and did my walking while I was on hold and talking to a rep at Verizon related to a return credit that I should have had several days ago. But fortunately, this person was, I think, probably from India, and they stayed, it was a guy, a man, and they stayed with me all the way through and did checking and checking and checking. I was on the phone for about 30 minutes. But they did resolve the issue to my satisfaction, and not only that, he said that he would give me a call on Monday, which is Christmas Eve. I guess he's working, and let me know, find out if I got the credit, which is great. I love that. Okay, that's called follow-up, and that is also called customer service. And he also said that he would bring the problems I've had to the attention of management, because some of those should not have happened, which I totally agree. But again, it's just, miscommunication, because Verizon is like, 3 or 4 different companies, and they don't really communicate together all that well, and that creates some problems. I'm sure it creates a lot of inefficiencies internally. Enough said about Verizon. Turn the page. So moving right along, it is Christmas. We got just a few more days till everybody opens their gifts and fills their garbage cans up with trash, boxes, and Christmas wrapping and all of that stuff. Because on Christmas Day or the day after, I will take a walk through my little rural subdivision, and I will see trash cans overflowing with garbage, okay? And what else can I tell you? That's the way our system is. And I'm thinking about taking a trip, but man, I have checked a lot of options I mean, I know it's calculate us, eliminate us, and I've eliminated a lot of things, so maybe I'm getting closer to finding what I'm looking for. But I'm looking for a place with a good climate, but we got a good climate here. How do you beat 57 degrees on December the 20th, 2018? It's clear, got a little windy, but it's because the cool front's blowing through. And so, I'd have a hard time beating that. I've been keeping up with the temperature in Zapata, Texas, and Rio Grande City, Texas, both on the border of Texas, and about 200 miles farther south. But the temperatures there have not been that much different. They're certainly not enough to make me go down there. It's like 3 or 4 degrees. Some days it's actually cooler there than it is here in central Texas where I live. So we'll probably scratch that out. And then I thought about going and staying at a state park in that area, Falcon State Park. Unfortunately, they have no cell phone service at all. And then I thought, well, I'll go to Garner State Park in Texas, and they don't have any internet access at all. And then I thought, well, I'll go over to Lost Maple State Park, and they don't have any internet service either. And then I thought, well, I'll go to Pedernales State Park, which is not too far from where I live, and I called them, and they don't have any cell phone service in the quote park or in the campground. So that ended that, because why is internet access so important to me? Because that's a form of entertainment. I do my YouTube videos, and I like to, because I'm 73 years old, I like to have access to a telephone just in case I do something really stupid, that I'll be able to get some help, okay? And what else? Where else have I checked? I checked, it's called Colorado Bend State Park, no cell phone for service. Where else did I check? But anyway, I checked several places, and it's just the way it is. If the ones that have cell phone service, I don't really want to go to. Like Kerrville State Park in Kerrville, Texas, or Inks Lake State Park right down the highway from me where I live. It's like 4 miles. Would that be a great deal? Not hardly. And Kerrville State Park is basically just right in Kerrville. They have one section on the river and then one section off the river, and it's not much there really. Not that I'm looking for much, but it wouldn't be much. It wouldn't be much of a change. It would be like camping where I'm at right now, which I do. But it is a pretty day. I do love this beautiful weather. And it is windy. See, this would have been a golf day, but the wind blew it away. I got up this morning, I thought, okay, you're going to go play golf. This is Thursday when they have the old man scramble. And I walked outside, turned around, walked back in, and said, nope, we're not going to do that. So, you see what I'm covering here, a lot of things. I'm just filling you in on my, basically, my YouTube videos have been and always will be just a diary of what's going on in my life, and it's, again, I'm 73, so it's kind of interesting. You get to watch me grow older and older and older and older and older, you know what I mean? As you're growing older and older and older and older. We all are, what is time? Who knows? It's what it is. It's beautiful, though. I love this. I've always wanted to live in the Texas Hill Country, and for the past 22 years, I have been in and out of here pretty regularly, and I have lived here. I've had my home base. I've had a home base for about 14 years, I think, now. Prior to that, I was staying in RV parks around here, and they were cheap. Back then it was $175 a month. Now that same RV park is $350 a month. Why? Demand. They're full. They have in some cases they have a waiting list for RV parks. This is Park Road 4 in Central Texas that goes by Longhorn Caverns and over to Inks Lake State Park, and also takes me to my casa. Yeah, I'm not worried. Some people that do YouTube videos, and I've mentioned this and other things, are worried about driving themselves nuts to get views, and that's fine. If you have to make a living off your YouTube channel, you have no other source of income, then you got to get out there and scrap and come up with clickbait and all that stuff. Fortunately, I don't. I just don't. I've got Social Security, which covers all my expenses, and what I make on YouTube and Amazon, being an Amazon affiliate, that's just plus dollars, man. And that's how I go traveling. If it wasn't for that, I'd be sitting in that little casita like a bird in a nest and never go anywhere. But it may be spring, it may be April or May before I pull out of here, unless I come up with an idea, because I thought about going over to the Corps of Engineers Park near Georgetown, which is kind of neat, but Georgetown might as well be part of Austin, Texas. I mean, it's a big, busy area. There's a lot of traffic. If you want to go to the grocery store, or if you want to go check things out, you're going to be in traffic jams going and coming. Do I enjoy that? Nope. And then I sit there on my back patio in the evenings and I watch the animals, and I think, why would I want to go anywhere? The reason I go is variety is the spice of life, and I enjoy it. And it's easy, and it's not that expensive, actually. How many viewers, I wonder, have RVs? Do most of y'all have RVs, or do most of y'all live in sticks and bricks homes? See, that's something I have no clue. That's a statistic they don't keep up with for sure. They give you everything else. I know how old, or the average age, and I know how many males and females, and the percentages anyway. I don't know who, basically you can tell by the name, of course, but they give you all kind of demographics to help you to target your videos. I don't use any of them. Why? Because I just do videos. I don't care about the target market at all. If anybody watches it, good. If they don't, well, it's okay. Will I publish this video? I give it about a 50-50 chance right now. Why? Because it is one of my thrillers from Manila. Remember the Thriller from Manila? The boxing match? I think that was Cassius Clay and Joe Frazier. Was that right? The Thriller from Manila. Cassius Clay became Muhammad Ali. That's interesting. There's a story there. And boxing was rigged. They found out, and boxing's pretty much gone away. I don't think many people watch it anymore. Maybe a few do. I don't care about boxing or wrestling or football or basketball or baseball or golf or any of them. I mean, I play a little golf just to get out and enjoy myself, but as far as being addicted to it, no way. The Texas Hill Country, USA, mainly cedar and mesquite. The cedar takes over. Why does the cedar take over? Because in certain parts of the USA they call it juniper. Juniper and cedar are the same family of trees. The reason cedar takes over is because it uses 5 times as much water, and what it does, it'll get around some other trees and grow and suck up all the water and kill the other tree. Pretty smart, huh? It was brought in. It was not a native tree. It was brought in by whoever. I'm not sure who brought it in. They brought it in as a windbreak for cattle, because it does make a nice windbreak in the winter time. Unfortunately, it has some downsides. Well, the good thing about cedar, though, if you cut it down, you just cut it at ground level, or say it's 6 or 8 inches above ground level, it won't come back. It's dead. Now, mesquite, you cut it 6 or 8 inches above ground level, and all you've done is spread it out. I know this is exciting. Longhorn Cavern State Park. Neat little park. They don't have any RV camping there. None. No overnight stuff there. You can't dry camp, can't do anything. You no camping at all. Just a little park. Sometimes I run out of things to say, so I don't say anything. For those of you that are thinking about coming to Texas and checking it out. You know, everybody has an opinion of every state. Most people think Texas, or a lot of people think Texas is just basically a barren, flat desert, and it's everything. It's got forests, mountains, desert, ocean front. It's got the whole gauntlet, whatever you want. After living in Texas for a number of years, all my life up to this point, I prefer the hill country. I like the rolling hills. I like the Highland Lakes area because of the lakes and so forth. Can you get property here cheap? No, you used to. 15 years ago, it was pretty reasonable. But as technology has improved and allowed people to work out of their homes, a lot of the techies out of the Austin, Texas area live out here in these hills and work from home. All they need is a good internet connection and they're good to go. That little picnic area here on the left is a good scenic overlook over the Texas Hill Country. We've been there a few times. You know, I could do videos about RVing, and I could go check on RVs over at that place in Burnett, Texas. And I may go by there and see if he's got anything new. But I don't know that he has. The last time I was there, he had the same old stuff. And there's an RV show coming up probably in February, be in Round Rock. There'll be one in Austin first, then there'll be one in Round Rock. Probably will skip the one in Austin because it's too hard to get to, but probably will make the one in Round Rock at Dell Diamond Center. You know, Dell Computer, you don't hear much about them anymore. I guess they've kind of run the gauntlet, or laptops are losing their flavor, so to speak, because smartphones have gotten so good. You know, that and anything, and you're good to go. I can't think of much you can't do using your smartphone. I say that, of course, I'm not in business and I'm not in college either, so maybe there are a lot of things. Yeah, the guy at Verizon said he was going to call me back on the 17th. I said, you're going to call me back on the 17th of what? December. And I said, well, how in the hell are you going to do that? And he looked at the calendar and he said, oops, make that the 24th. Okay. Yeah, I'll end the video now, guys. It's been really exciting. So anyway, guys, from Central Texas, thumbs up, carpe diem, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and all that stuff. Enjoy your holidays. And keep your health, stretch, walk, drink plenty of water, whatever it takes to stay healthy, do it. Eat right, sleep good, stand guard at the door of your mind. If you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos. Why? Because I get a small commission, doesn't cost you a penny. What else? Thank you for all your cards and letters, all of you, and all the casita fun and beer fun stuff. I appreciate that too. But hang in there, guys. The good times are coming. Adios. Bye-bye.